Following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Play on, and Anderson is going to launch for three. It's good!
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike. All he has to do is throw him out, and the West Fargo Patriots are your 2022 state champions.
Now it's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome here to the Barnesville Sports Arena. It is a pleasure to be back in Barnesville after a interesting night at the airport last night. I didn't get home until about maybe 3:45, 4:15 today. And I was supposed to be home at 11 o'clock last night. If you want, I've shared the incident with a couple of friends here in Barnesville. I won't dig into details on that right now, but just want to say that I'm glad to be here, and I am so super glad that we could get this on because I was really terrified that we weren't able to get it on today. And I was talking with athletic director Aaron Schindler, and he's like, "Don't worry, Mike. Over-communication is better than no communication." Because I went up and talked to him. I was like, "Hey, instead of telling you that we can't do it, maybe I just won't tell you anything because we were able to do it all today." Thanks to Chris for helping us out with the Barnesville Wrestling. That's live right now. Matter of fact, we can take a live look in at that wrestling tonight here, if I can find the right button for it. That is actually a live look at the Barnesville boys basketball game tonight, and this is a look at the wrestling. Right now they're in the 160, and Barnesville is trailing United Clay Becker by 2, 24-22, but Barnesville up in the current duel, or current match, 3-2. So if they win this match, they'll be able to retake the lead there as they enter into, I believe the next one's 175 or 180, right in that general area. So like I said, we're looking at that's live on Magnitude Sports right now as we speak.
We'll
also take a peek in at Kindred and Hankinson. That's a game on Magnitude Sports. Boys basketball getting ready to kick off here momentarily. As you can see, they're setting up for the opening tip right now. And over in Pelican Rapids, it is Barnesville taking on Pelican Rapids Vikings, and we'll check in on that game periodically. I'm not sure if that's how their scoreboard is supposed to look. I'm guessing the score is 0-0 at the moment. But we'll take a peek in at all those games throughout the course of our broadcast here tonight. We're going to take a quick timeout. Your Barnesville Senex pregame show that starts in 30 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Senex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Senex pregame show here as we get ready for the Barnesville Trojans and the Minnewaska area Lakers. A game that we saw about a year ago when they went to Minnewaska area to play, and that particular matchup, it was the Lakers who got the best of the Barnesville Trojans. So Barnesville looked to get one back, a little bit different looking basketball team for both of these teams since the last time we saw them both. But let's dig a little bit deeper into what they look like now. Want to say thanks to a new sponsor, Four Hills Farms. Check them out at fourhillfarms.com. That's one hill, fourhillfarms.com. Check out their website. They're located 4 miles straight east of Barnesville on Highway 34. They got all sort of links. You can click on their website, learn more about them. We'll bring you more on Four Hill Farms coming up here in the near future. So we thank them for joining on board. We'll take a look at the visitors first, and that is the Minnewaska area Lakers. They come into this with a record of 3 wins and 9 losses. Let me make an adjustment on my microphone here. It keeps falling down on me, and I apologize for that. All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. Yeah, I like how that's sounding. So 3-9 for the Minnewaska area Lakers. They play in the Section 3 AA out of the West Central Conference. They are 1-3 in section, 2-3 in conference. They are 0-3 against non-conference and non-section opponents. So that means opponents like Barnesville, they have not been able to collect a win yet in their non-conference, non-section matches. But we'll see if they can change that here tonight. They started the season dropping 7 in a row, but they come into tonight's matchup winning 3 of their last 5. When you flip it over to the Barnesville Trojans, they've lost 3 of their last 5 after starting the season winning 3 of their first 4. So this could be a turning point for both of these teams. The Lakers looking to pick up a out-of-conference win to improve their overall record a little bit, while the Barnesville Trojans looking to bounce back to 500 on the season. Barnesville, they're 5-6 on the season. They have a record of 4-3 in section and 3-2 in conference, playing in the Section 8 AA Heart Lakes Conference. 4-2 when they're on the road, but probably a more staggering number that you don't like to see if you're a Barnesville fan. 1 win, 2 losses in 3 games played here at home. They have a better road record than they do here at home. So that could play a little bit of an advantage for the Lakers. We'll have to see how this one pans out. For the Minnewaska area Lakers, as I mentioned, 3-9 on the season. They are 0-2 when they play on the road, so they're also struggling on road games. But like I said, Barnesville's struggling on home games, so that could shake out to be maybe fair and square if you want to look at it that way. Minnewaska area, QRF ranking 38.3, Barnesville 54.0. That would suggest that Barnesville's the better team if you look at just those 2 numbers only. Minnewaska area ranked 85 out of 129 in Section 3 AA, 257 out of 398 in the state, while Barnesville ranked 56 out of 129 in the 8 AA and 174 out of 398 in the state. The Minnewaska area Lakers, as I said, they dropped their first 7 to a team I cannot pronounce, but I'll give it my best chance. Laquis Prairie Valley. Did I get it even close? I don't think any of those fans may be watching this game, but if they are, I apologize if I got it wrong. 68-47 was the final in that game that the Lakers would fall in. And then they would fall 72-58 to Bold, 52-47 to Montevideo, 67-47 loss to Sauk Center, a 62-56 loss to Breckenridge, and a 49-45 loss to Painesville area. So you look at those 7 losses, and you see maybe 2 that are a little bit lopsided, 2 that are in the double digits, and then 2 that are kind of single to lower double digits. So it's like as the season has gone on, this team has gotten a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better with each game that they have played. After that loss to Painesville area by 4 points, 49-45, they had the Morris area game postponed. Or if they're, I think it was postponed. I don't have a score on that one if they did play it. But then in the Southwest Minnesota State Invite Tournament, they would play Minnewaska and get another close one, but still fall a little bit short by the score of 57-50. They had a road game at Litchfield that was postponed, and then they would rattle off 3 wins in the next 4. 60-54 over West Central area, 52-42 over Eden Valley Watkins. They would fall to Belgrade Bruton or also 55-41. And then bounce back with a 36-28 win over Melrose, and then they would get a 69-33. They would suffer a 69-33 loss to New London Spicer, bringing them into tonight's matchup against the Barnesville Trojans. For Barnesville, They started the season with a 65-53 win at Wheaton-Herman Norcross, came home and doubled up their win column with a 50-39 win over to EGF. They would fall to a North Dakota opponent, 68-57 in the Kindred Vikings. But then they would go on the road to Hawley and defeat the Nuggets 61-46. And then they would fall in Perham against the Yellow Jackets 71-53. So, like I said, they won three of their first four, and after that fourth game, they dropped three in a row. The one to Perham, and then they go to the Perham Invite, fall by 10 to Sauk Center, 58-48, and a 74-45 loss to the Waconia Wildcats. They would bounce off that by making a trip up to East Grand Forks, knocking off the Green Wave 58-50, come home, fall in a good game against the Crookston Pirates 53-46. And another 53-36 loss on the road at Pelican Rapids. And then most recently, they defeated the Frazee Hornets up in Frazee by the score of 56-46, bringing them into tonight's game against Minnewaska area. So as you get the recap on the two seasons, you kind of get this feeling that this game could go either way. It could be a close game, but we'll see. Like I said, Barnesville struggling at home, Minnewaska area struggling on the road. So it could go either way. We have about 4 minutes before we get this thing underway with official announcements. We'll come back in a couple here, go over your starting lineups and much more when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzel's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville Wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in the sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today. Welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena here as we get ready for this matchup between the 5-6 Barnesville Trojans taking on the 3-9 Minnewaska area Lakers. But don't let that win-loss record fool you. This one could be a really good matchup. These two teams are, on paper, about equal. So more on that in a little bit. Your starters for tonight for the Minnewaska area Lakers. Once again, 3 wins and 9 losses. You got the 5'8 junior guard, number 11, Avery Fear. The 5'11 senior forward, number 12, Brooke Coastal. The 6'1 sophomore forward, number 21, Sydney Dahl. The 5'9 sophomore guard, number 22, Megan Thorfinson. And the 5'8 senior guard, number 25, Leslie Merkin. Over for the Barnesville Trojans, 5-6 under the head coach guidance of head coach Ryan Baumstad. Your starters will be the 5'4 junior guard number 2 Kennedy Gray, the 5'5 senior guard number 5 Sydney Strand, the 5'7 senior forward number 10 Kenzie Scogan, the 5'8 sophomore guard number 23 Abby John, and the 5'8 senior forward number 40 Emily Smith. Time now for our PA announcer. They are going to go to the national anthem, so we are going to go to one more commercial break, and that'll wrap up your Barnesville Senex pregame show back in 90 seconds. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. Newell set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Inquest works out the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
All right, welcome back. Now time for your official starting lineup, starting with the Lakers.
Also, number 21, Sydney Dahl. Number 22, Megan Thorfinson. And number 25, Leslie Merkin. The Lakers are coached by Sydney Schiffler. Assistant coaches are Emily Roaring, Mackenzie Larson, and Josh Green.
All right, and those are your starters for the Minnewaska area Lakers, and now for the Barnesville Trojans.
All right, Barnesville fans, it's time to get on your feet as we introduce your Lady Trojans. Number 2, a 5'4" junior, Kennedy Gray. Number 5, 5'5" senior, Sydney Strand. Number 10, a 5'7" senior, Kenzie Scogan. Number 23, a 5'8" sophomore, Abby John. And number 40, a 5'8" senior, Emily Smith. The Lady Trojans are coached by Ryan Baumstad. Assistant coaches are Alan Onrup and Nicole Morrison.
All right, and those are your starters for the Barnesville Trojans. We'll put 18 minutes onto the clock, and we'll get ready to rock and roll with this one here. Get our camera set up here for the action for you. All right, the carnival ride is over now. I promise you won't be that dizzy. And we are underway here as the Lakers win the tip and an immediate turnover. 5 seconds in. Up court here to Emily Smith. A little short off the glass. Sydney Strand gets the rebound, and then it's taken away. So a turnover per side already. 15 seconds in, out of bounds, and it goes to who? Goes back to Barnesville. So now we got another turnover. 3 turnovers in 19 seconds. We'll see if the two teams can collect themselves now as Abby John bounces a pass to Strand here on the near end. Up top now, works it back around to John. John works inside for Emily Smith. Smith with a left dribble. Her shot was blocked into the hands of Sydney Strand, and now there's a foul. It'll be the first team foul on the Minnewaska area Lakers.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 21, Sydney Dahl.
Sydney Dahl with her first.
At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 5, Sydney Strand.
So we'll see if Sydney Strand can get the first points on the scoreboard here. And she does. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. Here 35 seconds into the matchup in the Ratzo's Pool Hall scoreboard. Sydney Strand makes the first and does not connect on the second. Shot clock on your screen is working, but it is not actually in effect. I'll tell you more on the reasoning for that here in a little bit. Corner jumper there from Avery Fear is up and in. 5'8" junior Avery Fear puts the basket up and in, and now they have a 2-1 lead here. And that's our first lead change of the game. So the owner of our company told everybody that they got to use the shot clock in our broadcast so you can get used to it by the time the shot clock is in effect for next season. So that three-pointer from Sydney Strand gives Barnesville the lead back at 4-2. And now a turnover, and Abby John scores. So Abby John into the scorebook, and now we have a whistle. Inbounds pass will come in. I think that's Thorfinson. I can't see the other jersey number. Yep, it is 22. So Thorfinson works it up top. Now they work it inside there for Sydney Dahl. And the ball rolls along the baseline, chased there by Avery Fear, but it'll go out of bounds and remain with the Lakers. 6-2 in favor of the Trojans here on the Ratzo's Pool Hall scoreboard. And a nice job there, but that shot is missed. Sydney Dahl on the attempt. Scogan comes away with the rebound. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt here, but they get it up to Abby John. She breaks the defense, has her shot blocked out of bounds, and it goes back to Minnewaska area. And as I look across the gym, some Barnesville fans not in agreement with that call, but from my vantage point up here, it looked good. Teeing it up for a three, rattles in and out there. Leslie Merkin on that attempt. Back the other way comes John. That one got blocked by the bottom of the backboard. It'll go into the books as a missed shot, and a struggle for it in the corner. Turnover gives the ball back to Barnesville, and they score. Kennedy Gray gets into the scorebook with her first basket of the game, and it's now 8-2 in favor of Barnesville here on the Ratzo's Pool Hall scoreboard. They'll work it over to Dahl. Dahl for a three. Swish, she got it. Sydney Dahl with a three-pointer. And that's 8-5. Another turnover here for Barnesville. With it is Coastal. Now 2 passes later, they work it inside, and there's the first Barnesville foul, and I believe they'll send Avery Fear to the line, and it will.
Fouls on the Trojans. Number 2, Kennedy Gray.
And that one rattles in.
At the line, shooting free throws for the Lakers. Number 11, Avery Fear.
Second one from Fear is no good. Back the other way, Kenzie Scogan gets hit hard. Foul number 2 on the Lakers.
Fouls on the Lakers. Number 25, Leslie Merkin.
14:48 to go here in the first.
At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans. Number 10, Kenzie Scogan.
The foul was charged to Leslie Merkin, and it's Kenzie Scogan now to the free throw line, and she puts it in.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 4, Lauren Anthony.
Second one is going to roll off. That clock is now synced up perfectly. Thank you, Kenzie, for taking as much time as you did.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 23, Abby John. At the line, shooting free throws for the Lakers, number 22, Megan Thorfinson.
Thorfinson connects. That's her first point of the night. 5'9" sophomore guard for the Lakers. Makes it 9-7. And the Lakers closing in. And back-to-back, 2 for 2. Great. It's now a 1-point game here. And see if Barnesville can prevent turning the ball over here. As a couple turnovers has allowed the Lakers to get back into this game. Ball goes out of bounds. He'll stay with Barnesville. Inbounds to Abby John. John stutter steps left, dribbles to the right, puts up a little leaning shot, and that's out of bounds. And who touched it last? It's going to go back to Minnewaska area. This is Thorfinson. Gets it to Fear. I'm sorry, that was Dahl. And that one's turned over, and Sydney Strand gets it back. I'm sorry. Now Sydney Strand has it. That was Kenzie Scogan. My apologies. Here's Emily Smith. Kicks it out. Kennedy Gray for a 3. A little strong on that one. Scogan will chase down the rebound. Scoop it in there to Emily Smith, and she's going. Emily Smith gets the basket, and back comes Thorfinson. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lakers. Give Scogan the nice assist on that last play. Thorfinson for 3, too much. It's now a 3-point game and a foul. Fouls on Kenzie Scogan.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 35.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is not on Kenzie Scogan.
For the Lakers, number 12, Brooke Coastal.
Battle for it, and they're going to call a foul here on. Or no, are they? No, he was pointing at her saying it was out on her.
Number 11, Avery Fear.
11-8 with 13-17 to go here in the first half. Abby John to Scogan. Scogan now to Strand. Strand being guarded by Thorfinson. Up top for Smith, over to Scogan now. Scogan pops one inside. Back to Abby John. John will drive in, and she didn't, apparently thought her teammate was not in the spot she thought she was, and turns the ball over to the Lakers, and now they have a chance to pull within 1 or possibly tie it with a 3 if they can get a good look at the basket. Here's Thorfinson with it. Thorfinson with that left-handed dribble, pops it off there for Lauren Akenny. And Akenny, nice move to the hoop and score. And Kenny gets her first bucket of the game to pull her team within a point. Sydney Strand to the hoop and lost it out of bounds. He'll stay with Barnesville. Stops the clock with 12:34 to go.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 30, Ava Follingston.
And that one will not fall in, but she will go to the hoop to.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 22, Megan Thorfinson. At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 23, Abby John.
Megan Thorfinson picks up her first. It's the team's fourth, and John misses the free throw. Second one goes in. Makes it a 2-point game. Put that into the books there for Abby John. 1 of 2 from that free throw line for John. Up top with the ball is Brooke Coastal. Coastal now near side here for the Jada Coastal. And now back to Jada Coastal. Back inside for Brooke Coastal. We'll just call it Jada and Brooke from now on, I think. Here's Torfinson for a 3. That one's a little bit off the mark. They'll get it right back out to Torfinson on the rebound. Now Coastal with a shot. That one rattles in and out. Will not go, and the rebound comes down to Barnesville. John pressured in the backcourt. It's tipped away, and who's going to come up with it? It'll be the Trojans. Emily Smith up to Scogan. Scogan tried to bounce a pass into Sydney Strand, but it was taken away there by Brooke Coastal. And now a whistle will stop the clock with 11:40 to go. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and IsoClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. All right, welcome back to the Barnesville Sports Arena. I want to thank our friends at Midwest Bank, Barnesville Cenex, Ratzo's Pool Hall, the Booster Club, Barnesville Booster Club that is, Ball Green Construction, Willow Creek Insurance, the Pitchfork and the Purple Goose, Eatery and Drinkery, Dean's Bulk Service, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, the Barnesville Takedown Club, and Four Hills Farm. Four Hill Farms. Got to replace the S in the right area there. I'll get it right for our sponsors today, making today's action between the Trojans and Lakers possible. With that last basket was Brooke Coastal. And now we have a 12-12 ball game, the first time this game's been tied since 0-0. Scogan will tee it up for a 3. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Torfinson will slowly bring it up over the timeline here as we approach 11 minutes to go. Up top, that's Brooke Coastal. Coastal inside, and it was tipped away and it turned over. Abby John will bring it back. Right-handed dribble down to the baseline. Total of 11 turnovers in this game, but it's about even. One less turnover for Barnesville up to this point. John has it up high in between the circles. And she's going to have to get rid of it. Oh, I didn't know she had a dribble left. I was concerned that that 5-second was going to come into play here. Speaking of number 5, there's Sydney Strand. She got it poked away, and another turnover, and now it's even. 6 turnovers per team. And quickly up the court, they get it into the hands of Lauren Akeni. And that shot is a little bit, and I believe that was Dahl who made the 3-point attempt.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 2, Kennedy Gray. And for the Lakers, number 25, Leslie Merkin.
Emily Smith with it now, being guarded there by Sydney Dahl. And Smith gets fouled by Dahl. 5th foul for the Lakers.
Number 21, Sydney Dahl. At the line,
Sydney Dahl picked up her 2nd personal. That is the only player on either team to have 2 fouls. Emily Smith's first free throw is nothing but net.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 3, Jada Bonches.
and she'll bury both of them. And it is a 14-12 lead on the 2 free throws here, and that Barnesville takes their second lead change of the game. Last time they took the lead, the score was 4-2. There's a blocked shot by Emily Smith, but right back into the hands of Sydney Dahl. Dahl stops at the mid-post, looking around, lofts a pass over to Torfinson, drives the baseline on John, back out to Dahl. Dahl with a couple dribbles, fights her way to the hoop, no good travel. Another turnover here for the Lakers. But like I said, the turnover count's about even. So both teams have turned the ball over about 6 or 7 times. 6 times for each, for sure. It might be up to 7 now. I'll have to look at our official stats here momentarily. Here's Abby John. Cuts into the lane, bounce past Emily Smith. Basket does not count.
Fouls on the Trojans. Number 2, Kennedy Gray.
That is the third team foul. Kennedy Gray picks up her second.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 35, Jada Colesville.
9:08 to go here in the first half.
The Trojans, number 15, Macy Pana.
Macy Pana in. That takes Kennedy Gray to the sideline. Also, Ava Fallingstad is in now here for the Barnesville Trojans. You'll see on the court wearing number 30. This is Leslie Merkin, number 25. Now with the ball is Brooke Coastal. Back over to Merkin. No, I'm sorry, that was Torfinson. Thorfinson, excuse me. And Fear with another basket.
By number 11, Avery Fear.
Avery Fear with 5 points, according to my numbers, and it's a 14-14 ball game as we're tied once again. Second tie of the game, tied at 12, now tied at 14. Pana with it, being guarded by Thorfinson. Now Emily Smith. Smith with a left-handed will try and split the defenders, and the shot is blocked out of bounds by Thorfinson, the 5'9" sophomore guard for the Minnewaska area Lakers. Stops the clock with 8:21 to go here.
And for the Trojans, number 10, Kenzie Scogan.
Scogan in, Emily Smith out. And the inbounds pass to Scogan. Now up top for Jada Bonchis. Back over to John. John will dribble up towards the top. Now Scogan. Ooh, I think Scogan may have hopefully not hurt herself. Okay, good. I'm glad that she didn't. Man, that did not look good when she slipped to the floor, that's for sure. But she looks 100% healthy at the moment, so that's good. Abby John now with the drive, and there's Scogan with the rebound. Fires it back up top for Bonchis. She had to chase it down. And if this was next year, it would have been a shot clock violation by now. 7:35 and counting to go here. Scogan with it. Tip back up top there for Pana. Nice defense here from the Lakers. They're keeping Barnesville on the perimeter. Outside, and now Scogan tries for a 3. Too much on that one. Quickly up court, they'll work into the hands of Kenny, and her 3 rattles off. An offensive rebound underneath there by Jada Coastal. Now a loose ball into the corner, out of bounds, and who touched it last? Jump ball, the officials couldn't decide who touched it last, so the possession area will give the ball to Barnesville. In a 14-14 game with just a tick inside 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Scogan will trigger the inbounds pass to Sydney Strand. She'll be guarded by Kenny in the backcourt. And Kenny nearly poked that one away. And she almost poked it away again, but the second time it's going to result in a foul.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 4, Lauren Ann Kenny.
Laura Ann Kenny picks up team foul number 6, her first. Into the backcourt, it's Pana who'll bring it back and set up the offense. Here's Scogan now, being guarded closely there by Coastal. Scogan to the hoop, a little strong, and the rebound comes down to Brooke Coastal. Back the other way quickly comes Thorfinson. Thorfinson outside about 22 feet, fires it over to N. Kenny. Now up top for Coastal. Coastal puts the ball on the floor, right-handed dribble down the right side of the lane, and she scores!
Fouls on the Trojans, number 10, Kenzie Scogan.
Kenzie Scogan picks up her first. And a chance for a three-point play here for the 5'8 freshman, Jada Coastal. Her team's up by 2 now. And now they'll call another jump ball, and now go back to Minnewaska area.
Number 11, Avery Fear.
.6:14 and counting to go here. Nice job there by Thorfinson for the basket. She powers her way down low to get that one. First point's not from the free throw line for Megan Thorfinson. Right now Pana has it. Now Scogan. Scogan fires it over. Fallingstad will end up with it. I think it was intended for her, but nearly tipped by her teammate. Up top for Bonchesnak, over to Scogan. Scogan with that left-handed dribble into the paint, trying to split defenders, and does so successfully. She'll put two points into the scorebook. I have her down for 3. And I was looking down for a second. It's number 12, Brooke Coastal, who got the basket. They're not keeping track of the points on the scoreboard like they normally do, so hopefully my scoreboard is accurate. Here's Fallingstad. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not that terrible at it. Strand nearly tipped away there by Coastal, but Scogan with a near opportunity, run into a double team and then too strong and right into the hands of Thorfinson for the rebound. She'll bring it up court, fire it over here for Brooke Coastal, and Coastal, is that a charge? No, it is not. It is going to be a blocking foul. The feet were not set on the Barnesville defender, and I believe it was Fallingstad who is going to pick up the foul.
Number 30, Ava Fallingstad.
It's her first, team's 5th. And the first one's off the mark.
Shooting free throws for the Lakers, number 12, Brooke Coastal. And subbing in for the Trojans, number 23, Abby John. And number 40, Emily Smith.
Second one is up, and it is no good. But an offensive rebound. Here's Thorfinson up top, being guarded by John. Switch to her left, now Coastal. Coastal puts it inside for her sister, I'm assuming sister, Brooke. Jada, a freshman, Brooke, a senior. And a near turnover there, but Sydney Strand gains control of it, gets it inside for Smith, and Smith draws the foul.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 12, Brooke Coastal. At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 40, Emily Smith.
So Emily Smith will get 2. The Trojans now in the 1-on-1 bonus, but it was in the act of shooting, so she'll get 2 regardless on this attempt. And she connects on the first of those 2. (21-17), a 4-point game. You can make that a 5-point game now as she connects on both. And now we have a timeout. I think it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back in 30 here on Magnitude Sports. Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISO-Clean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business.
Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
All right, welcome back. 4:18 to go here in counting. And more like 4:11 now. Here's Thorfinson with it. Lakers up 21-18. They took the lead at 16-14. They haven't given it up yet. We'll work it over to Kenny. And Kenny thought about it. Now dumps it off there for Fear. Fear back to Coastal. It's the younger Coastal, and now she'll turn it over. I think the pass was potentially intended for Kenny and could not get her arms up high enough. And 3:45 and counting as John brings it over the timeline here. Strand, a nice pass to Emily Smith, and the bucket is good. Gives Sydney Strand the assist there. And Barnesville's within 20, and now the turnover, and Strand got rejected by the bottom of the rim. But the ball goes right back to Macy Pana, and she scores. And it's now a 22-21 lead for Barnesville. It's the third time Barnesville's taken the lead in this game. Minnewaska area has done it twice, and we've been tied twice. Here's Coastal now up top for, can't see who that is. That's Fear. Her ponytail was covering up her jersey number for a moment. Now Coastal has it again. Coastal will get a double screen and go to the right side. Fear has it up top. I'll hand it off to Thorfinson. Thorfinson will go to her left. Coastal works it inside for the other Coastal, and it's swatted away by Kenzie Scogan. A battle for the ball, and who has it? Jump ball, it'll favor Barnesville.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 21, Sydney Dahl, and number 25, Leslie Merkin.
2:19 to go in the first half. 22-21 in favor of Barnesville. Abby John looking to add to that. Had a nice look, but couldn't make the connection. Rebound comes down there to Coastal. And Scogan providing harassment in the backcourt. Coastal get it to Thorfinson. Thorfinson now for a wide open look there for Merkin, and that one rattles in and out, and it will not go. And the rebound will come now to Abby John, and Abby John struggling to get it over the timeline without turning it over, but she does. Pass to Smith, now Pana has it. Pana maybe traveled? Yes, she did, yep. (22-21). Thorfinson will bring it up court. Thorfinson will try for a three off to the right side. And a loose ball rebound, initially grabbed by Sydney Strand, gets it right back to the Lakers, and it goes out of bounds, and that will stop the clock. Taking a look, looks like Pelican Rapids up 40-27 in the boys' game as we return live here to the girls' game. And that one's off the mark. Cannot go. Rebound to the Trojans. Scogan will try and get past Thorfinson. Get the pass to Smith. Smith drives the baseline, kicks it out. Strand for a three, and no, that's a little strong. Battle for that loose ball rebound, and now a jump ball is going to be called, and the possession area will favor Minnewaska area. Inside a minute to go here. 58 seconds and counting. Thorfinson will pick up her dribble, get it to Coastal. That's Brooke. Now, Sydney Dahl. And the next pass goes to Avery Fear. And there's going to be a foul on Barnesville.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 40, Emily Smith.
That is the team 6, Emily Smith's first. And missed shot there, and 2-on-1 back the other way. Emily Smith gets fouled.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 12, Brooke Coastal. At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 40, Emily Smith.
Brooke Coastal picks up her second personal, team's 8th. Free throw no good there from Emily Smith. Trojans clinging to a 1-point lead here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. And that one's up and in. Thorfinson will work it near side here for Merkin. Merkin up top. That's Sydney Dahl. Back to Thorfinson. Thorfinson works inside for Coastal. Coastal pivoting. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was Fear, excuse me. It was 11, not 12. I would have been right if it would have been number 12. See, I am learning the roster here, and we're still in the first half. We have 4 seconds to go. Abby John. 2 seconds, 1 second. Shot is up. Good if it goes, and it goes.
Basket's good. Trojans basket by number 23.
And that'll bring us to halftime.
Your score at the half. The Barnesville Lady Trojans 25. Minnewaska
25-21 at halftime. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other scores here, or some of our other action here. I believe wrestling in Perham is live right now, and they're in JV matches there. Let's see here. The Kindred is in a commercial break, and and the Barnesville boys are trying to battle back from a 48-35 deficit right now. And it looks like Pelican Rapids is at the free throw line. So we wish the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in that contest there. They have a little bit of an uphill battle to go yet, but we'll see if they can we'll see what happens with this free throw here before we take it away for our commercial break, and that one is in. So it's 49-35 now in favor of Pelican Rapids in the boys game. We'll take a timeout. It's 25-21 in favor of Barnesville here in the girls game at halftime. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street to select your next grill or smoker. Choose from a wide variety including Pit Boss, Weber, Traeger, and Blackstone. Let one of Barnesville Drug and Hardware's friendly team members help you pick the grill or smoker that's just right for you. Search Barnesville Drug and Hardware on Facebook and give them a like and follow. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and this season.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Ratzo's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzo's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzo's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzo's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzo's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office, and the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzo's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in the sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today. Newell set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen tipped, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That pulls the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Quest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and IsoClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you. Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street. Get everything you need for your home. Smoke alarms, thermometers, Ethernet, coax cable, and maybe a little something for your kitchen. Baking goods, paper supplies, toasters, coffee pots, griddles, and stove and oven accessories. Don't forget that Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your Valspar Paint headquarters. Barnesville Drug and Hardware. Give them a like and follow on Facebook. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back as we take a look at the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard at halftime. Got the Trojans shooting 8 of 17, only 1 of 6 from behind the arc, with 6 of those 17 shots being three-point attempts. 8 of 12 from the free throw line. That's an improvement from what we normally see in that category for Barnesville. Committed 6 fouls, turned the ball over 8 times for the Minnewaska area Lakers. 8 of 19 shooting, with 8 of those 19 attempts coming from behind the arc, but they've also only connected on 1 of them. That one three-pointer belongs to Sydney Dahl. On the flip side, the one three-pointer for the Barnesville Trojans belongs to Sydney Strand. 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Well, they committed 8 fouls and turned the ball over 9 times. 25-21, a 4-point game in favor of the Barnesville Trojans here at halftime on your Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard report. 2 minutes to go until half number 2. We'll take another timeout. Also want to thank our new sponsor, 4 Hill Farms. Visit them at 4hillfarms.com. Check out their website. They're located about 4 miles east of Barnesville on Highway 35. Get all the information on them at their website at 4hillfarms.com. We'll take a break and be back in 90 seconds with the second half right after this.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Ratsos Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratsos Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratsos Pool Hall on Facebook. Give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratsos Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratsos Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. All right, also on Magnitude tonight is North Dakota matchup between the Kindred Vikings and the Hankinson Pirates. You see there, about 3 minutes to go in the game, and the Vikings have a 66-52 lead over the Hankinson Pirates. Looks like a pretty good game so far, and, the Kindred's always been a good team. Hankinson has always been a good opponent for the Kindred Vikings, so if you're looking for some boys basketball action from the North Dakota side, that's what we got for you on Magnitude Sports. Checking in at Pelican Rapids, looks like they're at halftime. No, it looks like they have about 7 minutes to go in the second half, and the Pelican Rapids Viking lead has been trimmed to 59-42, and now we're ready to go here for the second half of action from Barnesville in the girls' game here, as it'll be Minnewaska area basketball to start half number 2. And a quick pass inside, and that was to Leslie Merkin, but it's a foul. It's the first one of the second half on the Barnesville Trojans. And it's going to go on Kennedy Gray. That is her third personal already. Comes 9 seconds in. Barnesville scored the first points of a game on a free throw. And now the Lakers will score the first points of the second half on a free throw. Leslie Merkin with her first point of the night. Makes it 25-22 in a one-possession game. And that one's off the mark. Rebound comes down to the Trojans. 3-point game here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard early in the second half. Here's Sydney Strand. Up top for Scogan. Scogan fires it over here to Gray. Now it's Abby John. John looks right, dribbles left. Runs into a double team. Bounces it out to the corner for Gray. Now up top to Strand. Back over to John as they work the ball around the perimeter with 17.5 to go. John to the hoop. Cannot get it to drop in. And wrestling down the rebound is Avery Fear. Avery Fear runs into a double team and a whistle and a timeout, or no, a foul.
They'll charge Abby John with her second, team second. With it, here's Coastal. Now that is Fear. Fear works inside for Thorfinson, and Thorfinson gets fouled. And quick 3 team fouls now here for the Barnesville Trojans.
Fouls on the Trojans.
In the first minute and 1 second. Abby John, back-to-back fouls. Now has been charged with her third. Thorfinson at the line, and she scores.
At the line, shooting free throws for the Lakers, number 22, Megan Thorfinson.
Thorfinson has not missed tonight from the free throw line. We'll see if that continues here, or if I gave her the announcer's jinx, and I did, and I'm sorry. But an offensive rebound, that one falls a little bit short there for Sydney Dahl, and now the ball will come back to the Trojans. Abby John up top, Scogan tees it up for a 3. It was short, missed everything. Goes into the books as a missed shot and a turnover. With the ball, there's Merkin. And now they get it down court to Coastal. Coastal across that was Fear to Coastal, and Coastal scored. Got those two mixed up, my apologies. Back the other way comes John. John will spin, weave through defenders, and she got fouled, really? Of course, I'm up here, he was down there. He had a better look at it than I did, so.
Number 21, Sydney Dahl.
Sydney Dahl picks up her third. First team foul the second half here for the Lakers. We'll trim 10 more seconds off our clock here as we're at 16:23 as Abby John misses. And she'll miss the next one. .25-25 tie. That one missed. Offensive rebound, missed again. And it will be Sydney Strand bringing it up court. Ooh, Strand nearly lost it. Bounce pass there to Scogan. Scogan to John. John cuts into the lane. Nice pass to Emily Smith, and she's fouled. I believe the foul is going to be charged to Leslie Merkin. If it is, it's her second.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 25, Leslie Merkin.
And it is indeed on Merkin.
For the Trojans, number 40, Emily Smith.
So now Emily Smith, who is 2 of 3 tonight from the free throw line, has a chance to give her team the lead back. And she will. 26-25. As the lead goes back to Barnesville.
35, Jayla Coastal.
Fear and Dahl out. A couple new Coastal and one other in. I believe it's Ann Kenny in for the Lakers. And the free throw's in. 27-25. Barnesville up 2 here on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. Here's Thorfinson. Now dumps it off there for Merkin. Merkin at the top. Fires it to Ann Kenny. And now Coastal for a 3. Got it! The freshman knocks it down from 19 feet to give her team a 28-27 lead. And it's out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Lakers, and that's a turnover on Barnesville. 15:21 to go here in the second half, and it is a 1-point lead for the Lakers as we go back and forth once again. It was 25-21 Barnesville at halftime. And the Lakers have outscored Barnesville 7-2 so far here in the second half. It'll remain 7-2 as she cannot get it to roll in. Coastal will get the rebound, bring it out down the near sideline. Bring it up the court. Dishes it off, and now thought about Coastal gets fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Brooke Coastal, the 5'11 senior, is the Trojans have picked up their 4th team foul now.
Number 10, Kenzie Scogan.
And it's the second charge personal to Kenzie Scogan. Coastal has not made one tonight from the line. And that will remain in effect. I tried the reverse announcer's jinx since I jinxed the previous one and it didn't work, so. And that will change. Now she has one in the books. This is Kennedy Gray. Strand with it. Strand to the hoop. A little strong. Kennedy Gray will grab that loose ball. Pop loose to Abby John outside Scogan for a three. It drops in. 30-29 as Barnesville takes the lead back once again. That's the 5th time Barnesville's taken the lead, and that one is going back. The lead's going back on the triple by Megan Thorfinson. It's now 32-30. Minnewaska area with the lead. That's the 4th time in this game the Lakers have taken the lead. Kennedy Gray to Sydney Strand. Looks left, now fires the pass left to Scogan. Scogan finds a seam to the basket, lays it up and in. Sydney Strand with the assist, and it's Kenzie Scogan with the basket. Up top, Coastal has it. Coastal inside, gets it to Merkin, and Merkin lost it. Ball goes back to Barnesville. 13:20 to go. Turnovers even at 10 apiece. And Emily Smith gets fouled. I believe the foul's going on Merkin. If it is, it's her 3rd.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 25, Leslie Merkin, at the line, shooting free throws.
No free throws, contrary to what the PA announcer was stopping to say. Inside Emily Smith. And that's up and in. Emily Smith, the first player from either team to reach double digits. She has 10 now. I had to quickly scan across my scorebook to make sure that was an accurate statement. And it is.
Number 21, Sydney Dahl.
Next closest is Megan Thorfinson with 8 at the moment. Inbounds pass comes to Kenny. And then Kenny drives to the hoop. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. That is team foul number 5 now here on the Barnesville Trojans. Sydney Strand gets charged with her first, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, it will be her first. And the free throw is missed. Lauren Ankeny misses that free throw. The second one is on the way, and it's in. Swish. Nicely done. 1 for 2 on that trip. Makes it a 1-point game, 34-33. It's been a fun one so far. Scogan up top. Fires it over to John. John, one dribble, tees it up for a 20-footer, a little strong. Both teams have connected on, well, I take that back. Barnesville's connected on 2 free throws, or 2 3-pointers, and Minnewaska area has connected on 3. 12:27 to go. That one won't go. Offensive rebound is not there.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 40, Emily Smith.
Emily Smith picks up her second, team 6. Nice move inside. That one's a little bit strong, but an offensive rebound there by Sydney Dahl. Gets her own missed basket, powers her way for another shot. Falling to the ground, can't get it to connect. Scogan with a pass up into the corner for Kennedy Gray. Baseline jumper is up. That one's off the mark. Scogan with the rebound. That one's also off the mark. Ball out of bounds, back to the Lakers.
Timeout taken by the Lakers.
And Minnewaska area will take a full timeout, and so will we. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today.
All right, take a live looking at the boys' game. Barnesville getting a little bit closer, down 12 now, 64-52 on their road game to Pelican Rapids. So we'll keep you updated on that game. I believe there's about, looks like there's 39 seconds left in that game. So that looks like that one might go to Pelican Rapids. Here it's a little bit closer, 34-33 with 11:53 to go. Thorfinson will bring it up the court here for the Lakers. She'll try and give her team the lead. That three a little too strong. There you see the shooting numbers, almost even. Here's Thorfinson with it. Fires it here to Kenny. And now Coastal has it. Coastal splits defenders and scores! Brooke Coastal with another basket. And gives Minnewaska area a 35-34 lead. Back and forth we go. That one tipped and turned over. Avery Fear will pick up the loose ball, get it to Thorfinson. Thorfinson gets into the high post for Dahl. Dahl back up top for Thorfinson. 10:45 to go. We'll try and take a peek in at that boys game here at the next break in action. Nice move to the basket and scores. That is Brooke Coastal with another basket. Back-to-back baskets for Coastal on back-to-back possessions now, as Scogan brings it back the other way. 37-34 and a timeout, or a whistle. A foul is what it is.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 12, Brooke Coastal.
Let's take a quick peek and see if that one's over yet.
The Lakers, number 3, Aliyah Rand.
And it is. The Pelican Rapids boys have defeated Barnesville by the score of 66-52. We'll return live now here. Corner, three, Strand. No, off the mark. Out of bounds, and the ball will stay, or no, it'll actually go to Minnewaska area. .10 and counting as Thorfinson dribbles it near the top. Fires a pass off there for Kenny. Now Coastal has it up top. Or check that. I'm sorry, Kenny has the ball now. Number 3 is Aliyah Rant. My apologies. I think that's the first time I've seen her in the lineup tonight, I think. A turnover. Give the ball back to Barnesville, trailing by 3. Inside 10 minutes to go. 9:51 and counting. Fallingstad gets it to Gray. Now Gray to Pana. Pana with a right-handed dribble. She'll cut to the hoop. Toss it up. Won't go. Rebound. Scooped up there by Sydney Dahl, and Thorfinson will bring it up. Thorfinson dumps it off there for Kenny. And now back to Dahl. Dahl drives to the glass. Won't go. Rebound there by Kenny. That one won't go. Barnesville down 3, looking to pull within 1. Fallingstad now to Pana, up top for Gray. Gray tries to split defenders, goes for the hoop, draws the foul, she'll shoot 2. That's the 4th team foul on the Minnewaska area Lakers.
Fouls on the Lakers. Number 22, Megan Thornton.
And Megan Thorfinson picks up her second.
For the Trojans, number 2, Kennedy Gray.
The first one is not going to go in.
Number 23, Abby John.
And the second one does go in.
Subbing in for the Trojans, number 3.
Makes it a 2-point game at 37-35. Minnewaska area took the lead at 35-34. They haven't given it up yet, but this thing's been tight pretty much since the opening tip. Coastal has it. Coastal now to and Kenny. And Kenny will fire it over there for Rant. Rant lobs a pass in for Dahl. Dahl puts up a little baby hook shot, doesn't get it to go. Rebound comes to Abby John. A chance to tie or potentially take the lead. Pana has it poked away. Turnover, and it goes back to the Lakers. 37-35 with 8.5 minutes to go. Thorfinson has it. She'll fire it over near side here for, that is Rant. Rant now out for Thorfinson. Thorfinson hooks a pass in there for Kenny. And now outside, Thorfinson for a three off the front of the rim. It will not go. And it'll be Fallingstad who gets the rebound. 8 minutes to go here in this one. Hana picks up her dribble, gets it over to Bonchus. 2 quick passes later, it's Abby John from Fallingstad. John will dribble up top into the paint and to the hoop, cannot get it to go. Smith with the rebound, couldn't get it to go. And another offensive rebound, and now a three on the way. That one's not gonna go. Jada Bonchus tried to give her team the lead, but they'll remain trailing by 2. 7.5 to go now here in the second half. We were saying in the pregame show that these two teams are pretty much even when you look at it on paper, and so far that has not been proven any differently. This is pretty much exactly what the paper matchup would say it was. There's a charging foul on Thorfinson.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 25, Leslie Burton, number 35, Jada Coastal. And also for the Lakers, number 11, Avery Fear. Subbing in for the Trojans, number 5, Sydney Strand.
Strand in, Pana out. John will bring it up the court. 7:05 and counting now. John still with it. Now Bonchus gets it to Fallingstad. Here's Sydney Strand. They need a 2-point basket to tie. And Emily Smith outside. Bonchus for 3, left it short. Rebound underneath John. That one won't go in. Battle for the rebound. Last touch by the Lakers. They'll remain with the Trojans. 3-pointers have been hard to come by in this game for both teams. Up top for Emily Smith. Smith drives in and passed it to the back of Abby John, and that caused a turnover. Coming up the court is Fear. Nope, and she gets fouled.
Fouls on the Trojans, number 3, Jada Bonchus.
That puts the Lakers in the bonus, but it's a shooting foul, so she'll get 2 regardless here. Avery Fear. Now 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Second free throw from Fear is in. It's still a 1-possession game, only 3 instead of 2 at 38-35 here on the Ratzel's Pool Hall scoreboard. John gets it to Strand. Strand into the paint for Smith. Outside Bonchus, into the corner for Fallingstad. Now John has it again. And John gets fouled by Avery Fear.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 11, Avery Fear.
John's free throw's in, so she'll earn herself a second free throw. She makes the front half of a 1-and-1 as both teams are in the bonus now.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 12, Brooke Colstow.
38-36, a chance to trim it to 1, and she does. 38-37, both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus, so a full timeout on the floor. Every foul from here on out will result in free throws for the opposite team, so keep that in mind as this one goes down the stretch. It's been a fun one so far. 38-37, Lakers up on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds here with more after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street to select your next grill or smoker. Choose from a wide variety including Pit Boss, Weber, Traeger, and Blackstone. Let one of Barnesville Drug and Hardware's friendly team members help you pick the grill or smoker that's just right for you. Search Barnesville Drug and Hardware on Facebook and give them a like and follow. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and this season.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today.
In action earlier today, the C team went to Barnesville 56-24. The Trojans also picked up a win in the junior varsity game by the final score of 35-30. And right now, we got a close one here between the Lakers and Trojans here at the Barnesville Sports Arena on Magnitude Sports. 38-37. Minnewaska took the lead at the 35-34 mark. They haven't given it up yet, and there's a foul. So that will be a away from the ball foul, so it will not send them to the free throw line. But it is foul number 8. We're at 6:10 to go. We'll leave our... Oh, it's on... Okay, now they've changed their mind. They've handed the foul to Barnesville instead of Minnewaska area, so we'll take a foul away here from the Lakers. And now those numbers you see on your screen are correct, at least until the officials get together and talk some more and maybe change their mind once again. We'll see. Officials apparently having a disagreement on who the foul should be charged to. All right, well, that's sorted out, at least we think. 6:10 to go. We'll leave our clock sit there for a few seconds. Free throws up and in. At the line here for the Lakers is Leslie Merkin. 5'8" senior for the Lakers. Is perfect from the free throw line tonight. 3 for 3. We'll leave our clock sit at 5:55 for about 10 seconds. 6:02 to go. Here's that is Emily Smith. You'd think I'd know that easily. That's the right time now, 5:50 and counting. John getting tied up on the baseline, sneaks a pass there. Oh, they're gonna call a jump ball, and I think Sydney Strand's foot went out of bounds, but the jump ball was called first. Either way, possession now favors the Lakers, so they would get the ball regardless. (40-37) now. And a turnover. And that turnover will prevent a 2-possession ball game, at least for the moment. Abby John will control things near the top. Look at this screen, but not much coming from that screen. Bonchus open for a 3. Got it! And we are knotted up at 40. Jada Bonchus hits the 3, her first basket of the night. 5 minutes and change to go, knotted up at 40. Driving into the lane is Coastal. She gives the lead right back. Brooke Coastal with 2 more. She has 7 in this half, 9 in the game. And Emily Smith ties it back up at 42. Barnesville has not had the lead since they led that 34-33, and there's a three-pointer. Jada Coastal with her second 3 of the half gives the lead back to Minnewaska area at 45-42. Strand with it, now Smith. Smith, right-handed dribble into the high post, spins, mid-post, shot blocked right back into her hands. Bonchis will try again. Bonchis hits again! And we're knotted up at 45. And that one's swatted out of bounds by Abby John. Nice defensive play there by the sophomore. A couple of sophomores battling up against each other. Abby John actually shorter than Thorfinson, but only by an inch. 5'8" compared to 5'9" for Megan Thorfinson. And John able to get the block shot. Coastal on the inbounds pass. Tries to battle through a double team and scores. And that gives Minnewaska area the lead at 47-45.
Trojans basket by number 40, Emily Smith.
Emily Smith with 8 points here in the second half, ties it up at 47 once again. Coastal gets it to Fear. Fear lobs one inside for Dahl. It's tipped into the hands of Abby John. Abby John fakes the pass, rolls off the rim on the shot. Scogan squeaks out a rebound, battle for it. Who touched it last? It stays with Barnesville.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 3, Aaliyah Rand.
47 all. In the last 7 trips down the court, we've had 4 ties. 40, 42, 45, and 47. Take 2 more ticks off the clock. Thorfinson just picked up her 4th. She's going to have to be careful. We always talk about clock points with the clock stopped, and that's exactly the situation both of these teams are in right now. Sydney Strand connects. Her point total matches her jersey number right now. And now she has 6 on the night. And a timeout as the Trojans have taken the lead for the first time in a long time. Last time they had the lead, the score was 34-33. Now they lead 49-47 off a couple of free throws by Sydney Strand. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Magnitude Sports. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzo's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in a sponsorship, email trojantakedownclub@gmail.com. Do it today. All right. Had a little difficulty with the buttons there, but you haven't missed anything other than an inbounds pass and a couple of passes. And now there's the first shot. And we are tied again at 49 thanks to Brooke Coastal. I think that was Coastal. No, it was Sydney Dahl. Reversed the jersey numbers. My apologies. Tied at 49 now. I'm running out of room to keep track of ties and lead changes. Here's Emily Smith. Can't get that one to go. And the rebound will sneak into the hands of Lauren and Kenny. And Kenny gets it to Coastal in the backcourt. 2:20 to go. Actually, a little bit less than that. 2:07. We'll catch up. There's a point. Brooke Coastal gives the lead back to Minnewaska area after Barnesville had it briefly. Down 2, inside 2 minutes to go. 1:53 and counting. Abby John to the hoop. And it rolls off the rim and it will not go. And now a chance. This could be the, if the Lakers can score on this possession, it might be the biggest bucket of the game. Inside 90 seconds to go. And up by 2. Can the Barnesville defense step up? We talked about in the pregame show how the Lakers have struggled on the road and the Trojans have struggled at home this season. And right now, that one's poked away by Scogan out of bounds. He'll stay with the Lakers. We'll let our clock tick down to 1:17.
Number 2, Kennedy Gray.
Into the backcourt for Thorfinson. And now Coastal has it. Coastal looking around, gets it there, Rant. Rant dribbling quickly there. Now Dahl has it. Dahl hands it off for Kenny. And Kenny at the top, gets a little bit trapped, gets some help from Thorfinson. Once again, Thorfinson playing with 4 fouls, so she needs to be careful. And that one's nearly tipped away, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll go to Barnesville.
Subbing in for the Lakers, number 11, Avery Fear.
.9 seconds to go. 2-point ball game. Barnesville needs a basket to tie. And she'll go to the line, and she'll have to get those 2 the hard way.
Fouls on the Lakers, number 21, Sydney Dahl. At the line, shooting free throws for the Trojans, number 2.
So now Sydney Dahl along with Megan Thorfinson, both playing with 4. Brooke Coastal has 3. Those are your 3 in foul trouble right now. And it's a 1-point game. As Kennedy Gray knocks down the free throw, and she does that one more time. We're knotted up at 51 here with 33.7 to go. And it rolls in. We are knotted up at 51 apiece with 33.7 seconds to go. It's a 51-51 tie, and we have a timeout taken by the Lakers. We'll take a timeout as well and be back in a moment with the conclusion right after this.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, beverages, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee Kiosk open daily as well. Don't forget, you can pick up automobile supplies, and Barnesville Cenex is your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call 218-354-2139 or stop in at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in today's game.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today.
All right, tied at 51. There's a look at the numbers with 33.7 seconds to go yet. One of these teams has the opportunity to win it in regulation, but you just never know what's going to happen in 33 seconds. 33.7 to be exact. It'll be Minnewaska area ball. They could hold for the final shot if they choose to do so here, but they got to be careful about not turning the ball over and giving that opportunity to Barnesville. So here we go. Thorfinson will bring it up court slowly. 25 seconds to go. Coastal with it. Dribbles down, now dribbles back up towards the top. It's tipped. Anna Kenny gets it. Anna Kenny with one dribble. Hands it off for Thorfinson. Thorfinson drives to the hoop with 11 seconds to go. She scores. Abby John brings it back the other way. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Abby John has to put it up, and it's not going to go, and the Minnewaska Lakers will hang on in thrilling fashion and pick up a 53-51 victory here over the Barnesville Trojans. And they improved to 4-9 on the season, while the Barnesville Trojans came a basket shy of going back to overtime, possibly getting themselves back to 500, but instead they'll fall 2 games below 500 at 5 wins and 7 losses. But man, what a fantastic basketball game here tonight. Barnesville had a chance at the end, but they could not get that final bucket that they needed. And the win will go to the Minnewaska area Lakers. Fantastic ball game tonight. Let's add up some numbers. Come back with your post-game show in a couple of minutes here on Magnitude Sports. Don't go anywhere.
Established in 1989, the charitable mission of the Barnesville Booster Club is to support local charities and organizations, especially those involving kids and youth. Learn more about the Barnesville Booster Club by following the Barnesville Booster Club Facebook page, where you can get more information on member drives, upcoming events, and more. You can also learn more by contacting the Barnesville High School office. And the Barnesville Booster Club can also be followed on Twitter. The Barnesville Booster Club wishes the Trojans the best of luck this sports season. Go Trojans!
Ratzel's Pool Hall. You can find them at 205 Front Street in Barnesville. When you head over to Ratzel's Pool Hall, expect cold beverages, tasty and crispy pizza, as well as a friendly staff. Search for Ratzel's Pool Hall on Facebook, give the page a like and follow so you can keep up to date with all the daily specials, new menu additions, and dates of special events such as karaoke and musical artists. Don't forget, if the Barnesville Trojans are playing, you can watch the game at Ratzel's Pool Hall. They invite you to stop by after the game. 205 Front Street in Barnesville, Ratzel's Pool Hall. Just a fun little place in a small town. The Trojan Takedown Club. It supports Barnesville wrestling on all levels, and it meets on the second Wednesday of each month at Ratzel's Pool Hall in Barnesville. You can support the Barnesville Wrestling program by contacting anyone at the Trojan Takedown Club. Choose a bronze or a silver or even a gold sponsorship. If interested in the sponsorship, email TrojanTakedownClub@gmail.com. Do it today. The Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, located at 310 Front Street South in Barnesville, open every day from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. Burgers, salad, pizzas, sandwiches, they got you covered. Daily specials on all food and beverage items on the menu as well. They're located, once again, 310 South Front Street, Barnesville, 2 blocks from Barnesville Senior High School. Order online, purplegoose2go.com, or text your order to 218-321-1963.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Call, text, email Jack, Rhonda, or Terry with questions and get a quote today.
Newell set it up near side. Lexi Ballgreen kick, and it's a kill for Ballgreen. That holds the Barnesville Trojans within a point. They get the serve back. Inquest works out of the shotgun again. He's looking deep, and he's got a man with a little bit of room. It bounces off the back of the neck of a Barnesville Trojan, and it's intercepted. Gannon Ballgreen will get the deflected pass.
Intercepted on the deflection by number 6, Gannon Ballgreen.
Dean's Bulk Service C-Stores in Barnesville and Sabin are your stops for high-quality Arco gas and diesel fuels, plus a car wash in Barnesville. Don't forget to pick up your favorite snacks and beverages as well. Dean's Bulk Service is your preferred choice for your propane, fuel, diesel, exhaust fluid, and ISOClean certified lubricants for your home, farm, and business. Call them 1-800-548-2799 or visit dbsoil.com to see what they can do for you.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Drug and Hardware is your local Health Mart pharmacy and hardware Hank store in Barnesville. Open weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays until noon. Stop in at 117 Front Street to select your next grill or smoker. Choose from a wide variety including Pit Boss, Weber, Traeger, and Blackstone. Let one of Barnesville Drug and Hardware's friendly team members help you pick the grill or smoker that's just right for you. Search Barnesville Drug and Hardware on Facebook and give them a like and follow. Barnesville Drug and Hardware wishes the Barnesville Trojans the best of luck in this game and this season.
All right, welcome back. Your final score once again here. The Minnewaska area Lakers hang on for a 53-51 win over the Barnesville Trojans. They improved to 4-9 on the season. They pick up their first win against a team that's not in their conference and or section. They were 0-3 in that category until now. They're 1-3 in that category. Barnesville Trojans fall to 5-7 on the year. Let's take a look at how this one started out. It would be Barnesville scoring first, but then Minnewaska area on a free throw. I believe it was Sydney Strand who made the first free throw to give Barnesville a 1-0 lead, and then Minnewaska area would come down the court, get a basket, make it 2-1. Barnesville would come down and hit a three-pointer, and that was also by Sydney Strand to make it 4-2. Barnesville would hang on to the lead until Minnewaska area tied it at 12, and then Barnesville on a free throw would get a 13-12 lead. Then Minnewaska area would tie it at 14 and take the lead at 16-14. The Lakers would hang on to that lead until Barnesville took the lead back at 22-21. Barnesville would take that lead into halftime, where the score was 25-21. Coming out of halftime, the Lakers would go on a 7-2 run. That included a tie at 25-25. Barnesville took the lead back at 26-25. Minnewaska area took the lead at 28-27. Barnesville took the lead at 30-29. Minnewaska area took the lead at 32-30. Barnesville took the lead at 34-33. The Lakers take the lead at 35-34. Then we were tied at 40. Then the Lakers led 42-40. Then we were tied at 42. Lakers up 45-42 on a three-pointer. Barnesville answers with a three of their own to tie it at 45. Minnewaska gets the lead on a bucket at 47-45. And then the Barnesville Trojans would tie it up at 47. Barnesville would actually take the lead at 49-47, but on the very next trip down the floor, the Lakers would score and tie it at 49. Minnewaska area would take the lead at 51-49. Barnesville would tie it at 51-51. And then with about 7 seconds to go, the final lead change would occur when I believe it was Coastal who got the basket with about 7-8 seconds remaining, and that would give her team the 53-51 lead, and it would give her team the 50-51 victory. So not only does she get the final lead change here for her team, but if in the sport of hockey they have a GWG, we could give her the GWS in this game here, a game-winning shot, as Abby John would come back down, looking for a pass, realized she was out of time, a little bit off balance, tossed up a shot. It was a little bit too strong, went to the backside of the rim, and that's how the game would come to a conclusion as the Barnesville Trojans would fall a basket shy here in this one. Looking at the numbers here unofficially, your numbers for the Minnewaska area Lakers. Lauren Ann Kenny, the 5'7" freshman guard, ends the night with 2 points. Got that early in the first half. Avery Fear, a 5'8" junior, 5 points. All 5 scored in the first half, according to my numbers. Brooke Coastal had a dominant second half after a slow start in the first half. She scored 15 of her 17 in the second half. And that's from your 5'11" senior forward, Brooke Coastal. Other scorers include the 6'1" sophomore forward, Sydney Dahl. I had her down for 5, 3 in the first half and a bucket in the second half. Megan Thorfinson with 10 points, 4 in the first half, 6 in the second half. Let's see here. Leslie Merkin had 3 points off 3 free throws. And Jaden Coastal had a good night. She had 11, had 5 in the first, 6 in the second half, and 9 of those 11 from behind the three-point arc. She had 3 three-pointers in the game. So once again, Brooke Coastal
with 17, Jaden Coastal with 11, and Megan Thorfinson with 10 are your 3 top scorers for the Minnewaska area Lakers. For Barnesville, Kennedy Gray with 10, Jada Bonchus with 3, Sydney Strand with 6, Kenzie Scogan with 5, Macy Pana with 2, Abby John with 11, and your leader today was Emily Smith with 14. And once again, those are your unofficial numbers. So three players in double digits for Barnesville. Emily Smith 14, Abby John 11, and Kennedy Gray with 10 are your 3 leading scorers for Barnesville here as they fall to 5-7 in a tough loss. Once again, Barnesville took the C team game 56-24. Barnesville took the junior varsity game 35-30. And the Minnewaska area Lakers take the varsity game in a great matchup, 53-51, your final score. It was 25-21 at halftime. The Lakers outscored the Trojans 32-26 in the second half to take the 53-51 victory. So they make up the 4 points that they lost in the first half and get a couple more on top of that here. But, man, what a back-and-forth game it was. Let's count them up here. I'm going to do this on the fly. Let me find an open spot in my scorebook here. We'll go M, B, and T. So you probably know what the M and B stands for. The T stands for ties. Yeah. So let's see here. For Barnesville, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lead changes taken by Barnesville. For Minnewaska area, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then for ties, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we had a total of 26 ties and lead changes in this game. 9 ties, 7 lead changes taken by Barnesville, 10 lead changes taken by the Minnewaska area Lakers. So, man, I love those type of games because you just never know who's going to win at the end, and that was absolutely the case in this one. Even after Minnewaska area scored that basket with about 5 to 7 seconds remaining, you thought that Barnesville may have been able to pull out a play and possibly send this one to overtime or even make it more thrilling and get a 3 at the end. But all they needed was 2, and that's exactly what they tried to go for, and they came up a little bit short tonight. So congratulations to the Minnewaska area Lakers. So let's take a look at what's coming up for these two teams here now that this game is complete. I want to say hi to Jax watching tonight. Cheering on the Trojans, and thanks for tuning in, Jack. And whether you're cheering on the Trojans or if you're cheering on the Lakers, we thank you for tuning in tonight and hope that you enjoyed the broadcast. I know I certainly enjoyed the broadcast, so or maybe the better word to use is enjoyed the game. But coming up here for the Minnewaska area Lakers, after the victory tonight, they go on the road to take on the Benson Braves. And they stay on the road. Tonight's game against Barnesville is the first of a 4 road game stretch for the Lakers. So we'll turn down the vacuum cleaner from the janitor in our background mic there so you can hear me. So they started the road trip tonight here with the victory over the Trojans, and then they got the Benson Braves. They go to Rockford on the January 23rd, Bold on January 27th. And then they come back home to wrap up the month of January against Montevideo, and then they will go on the road to kick off February against Sauk Center. Coming up here for the Barnesville Trojans, they will have a home game against a tough Perm Yellow Jackets team on Thursday, and then they'll follow that up on Friday, January 20th, with a home game against the Roseville Rams. Then they go up the road on January 24th to take on the DGF Rebels, and then back home on the 27th for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, and then they go up to Park Rapids to take on the Panthers to wrap up the month of January. They kick off the month of February at home in a game against the Holly Nuggets, a game that the Trojans won earlier this season by the score of 61-46. So we'll see if they can sweep the regular season with the Nuggets coming up here to start on the month of February. So that's a look at what's ahead for these two teams. your player of the game today. We're going to go to the Minnewaska area Lakers. We're going to hand it to the 5'11 senior forward, number 12, Brooke Coastal. She had a fantastic second half, and if it wasn't for her sake, because she, like I said when we were going over individual scores, she was kind of quiet in the first half. She made a lot of defensive moves, swatted a lot of balls away, snagged a lot of rebounds, but only scored one bucket in the first half. She took that same game into the second half and added a tremendous amount of buckets. And, you could look at any of this. If Sydney Dahl would have scored one less basket, if Thorstensen would have scored one less basket, if Merkin would have scored two less free throws, if Coastal would have gotten 2 3-pointers instead of 3, there are so many scenarios where, just one shot and the game goes to the other team. But so honorable mention to pretty much the entire Lakers team. But Brooke Coastal really had a phenomenal second half, and she will be our player of the game here for the Minnewaska area Lakers. And an honorable mention for Barnesville, give the player of the game in a losing effort to the 5'8 senior forward, Emily Smith, who had 14 points tonight and distributed those points rather evenly between both halves, while everybody else was either hot in one half and quiet in the other half, or vice versa. Quiet in the first half and somewhat hot in the second half. Scoring was tough to come by. And once again, as we look at the final numbers here, the thing that comes to mind is the 3-pointers. They're almost equal for both teams. 4-13 for the Lakers, 4-14 for the Trojans. But, if you look at that, and this goes for either team, but we're gonna focus on the Trojans because of the fact that they're the team that came up short tonight, and that's the only reason why we're focusing on the Trojans, because they came up a basket short. But what if you take 9 instead of 14 three-pointers, and those remaining 5 shots are from down low into the paint? If just one of those 5 2-pointers go in, we're tied. If 2 of them go in, you get the victory. Or maybe we're tied, we go into overtime, and then we see who wins. But, and that's been a category of concern, at least from my perspective, from the broadcast perspective, the entire season, is the amount of 3-pointers they take, where maybe if they make an extra pass, go into the paint, or get maybe a high percentage short 2-point shot from the baseline, or maybe a high post or mid-post jumper, those shots are probably going to go in more frequently than they do from behind the arc. And 53-51 kind of proves my point a little bit there, if you know what I'm saying. But so there's a look at the final numbers there on the Ratsos Pool Hall scoreboard. Final game stats report. 1940 shooting for the Lakers, 4-13 from behind the arc, 11-17 from the line. 17 fouls, 13, and turnovers were, pretty much even. And we said that in the pregame show, too, that, this could be a matchup that on paper looks pretty much even. And now when we put it on graphics on your screen, it looks pretty much even. 44-40 shots, 15 made to 19. 4-14 from behind the arc, 4-13 from behind the arc. Really, I think the only thing that is significantly different is the free throws. And, and we've talked about free throws in previous post-game shows, too, where the Trojans have struggled from the line. Now, 17 of 24 is still pretty good, but, if they could have gone 19 of 24, we'd be still playing basketball right now, Or if the Lakers went, 9 of 17 instead of 11 of 17, we'd still be playing basketball right now. But it's always the Trojans' opponent that seems to get the edge they need, and you can't really say anything bad about 11 of 17 other than the fact that maybe they shouldn't have missed 6 free throws in this game, But kudos to the Lakers. They came in here and played a fantastic basketball game. Kudos to the Trojans. They played a fantastic basketball game. When you look at the numbers, and with a 2-point basketball game, there are several categories of numbers that we can look at and say, man, if it would have went one different in either direction in about 25 different categories, we might still be playing basketball in overtime right now. You just never know. So that'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. let's take a look at what's ahead here on Magnitude Sports. That'll wrap up our post-game show. We'll quickly take a look at our upcoming schedule and then lock this one down here. Barnesville, the girls will host Perham on Thursday. That's the game we'll have for you here on Magnitude Sports. And then we'll have more Barnesville versus Roseau on the 20th to wrap up the week here. So a bunch of girls basketball games as the boys are on the road. And you can dig deeper into that schedule by going to our website at magnitudesn.com. You can also find our social media pages at those handles there that you see on your screen. And that will do it. Your final score one more time. The Minnewaska area Lakers, improving to 4-9 on the season, defeat the Barnesville Trojans, who fall to 5-7. For all of our sponsors, including our new sponsor, 4 Hill Farms, as well as Midwest Bank, Barnesville Senex, Rats House Pool Hall, Barnesville Booster Club, Ball Green Construction, Willow Creek Insurance, The Pitchfork, Purple Goose Eatery and Drinkery, Dean's Bulk Service, Barnesville Drug and Hardware, and the Trojan Takedown Club. And once again, our new sponsor, 4 Hill Farms, for making tonight's action between the Lakers and the Trojans possible here on Magnitude Sports. If it wasn't for them, this game would not have been watched. So Laker fans, if you're in Barnesville, stop at one of those businesses. Get some food, get some gas on your way home, and support the sponsors for making this possible here on Magnitude Sports. They would certainly appreciate that. If you don't have a need for one of their services, stop in, just say thank you. Give them a verbal thank you. Let them know that Mike from Magnitude Sports said to say hi to you. All right, we'll wrap it up there. My pleasure has been all mine to do this broadcast. It was a fun one tonight. And the floor will be cleaned, and that will do it for our broadcast. Have a great night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.